Welcome back to TonySpace.com. I'm Tony T. It's time for our college basketball three-pack from Ron Crawford. We'll bring him onto the show here. Let's introduce Ron to the audience for today for the action here on Wednesday. Ron, how's it going today?
Hey Tony, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, doing great. All right, we're getting excited here. College basketball here, conference tournaments in action, and next week all the big teams in action in the conference tournament. So tonight we got pretty good college basketball cards. So we'll get started here with game one on this three-pack here from Ron Crawford. We get started here with Uconn and Marquette going head-to-head. In this one, we see this one here, Uconn favored on the road, 5 total 151.
Yeah, this is a big one tomorrow, and I look for UConn to pretty much dominate. You know, UConn's been on the road. They're 9-2 straight up. Very rare they do lose. I think they lost to Creighton was the last time they lost, and then maybe back down to Kansas back in I think December or early in the season. But yeah, I look for Connecticut. I mean, they are the defending champs, and they are acting like it right now. And I believe that they probably could go all the way again this year and repeat. So definitely let's take Connecticut minus the 5.
All right, and I think you put in there an under also as well. There.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so Ron Crawford, get his pre and plays over at TonySpace.com. Having a fantastic year in soccer this year, over 2,300 units of profit. UConn lay the 5 under 151. UConn Marquette 8:30 start time over on Fox 1. All right, let's continue here on the college basketball three-pack here from Ron Crawford. Next game up, coming up here. To continue our college basketball rundown, it will be here. This one. We got one from the Big 12 is BYU on the road facing Iowa State. We see Iowa State now up to 6.5. The total coming in at 147.
Yeah, listen, I grew up a old Big 8 fan, and whenever anybody went to Iowa State, that Hilton Coliseum is just a nightmare for Big 12, Big 8, wherever you look at it. The Kansas Jayhawks are they always lose up there. BYU's coming in. They're 3-7 on the road against the spread. Iowa State's 14-4 at home against the spread. Like I said, that's a house of horrors for Big 8, Big 12 teams that come in there. They're also 17-1 straight up at home. I think he said the line's up to 6.5. We're still good. I think we're good up to probably about 10 points. So look for Iowa State to revenge that loss they had at BYU earlier in the season. We're going to take Iowa State.
All right, Iowa State.
The 6.5.
All right, Ron Crawford, get his premium plays over at TonySpace.com. Click the link in the description and get on over there. Having a great year in soccer this year, over 2,300 units of profit. BYU and Iowa State. Ron likes Iowa State, lay the 6.5. All right, let's continue here on our NHL rundown here, joined by Ron Crawford. We'll get to our next game right now here on our three-pack from College Hoops, and we're ready to roll here with it now. We've got Indiana and Minnesota here. Minnesota at home laying 5. We see the total coming in at 150.
Yeah, you know Minnesota is just one of the best teams at home this year. It's unbelievable. You know, they're 18-11 straight up, 23-5 against the spread this year. That's about 82%. And at home, it's just unbelievable, 16-2. I don't know if you remember this weekend, Penn State lays one in with .3 seconds, and that took their record to 16-2. So I look for them to bounce back. Indiana is horrible. And again, we look at another team that is playing with revenge from earlier in the season. Look for Minnesota to have no problems here. I think they win by about 13 points.
All right, look, Ron Crawford, get your screen plays over at TonySpace.com. Keep an eye on those best bets. Also, the soccer has been on a tear here for the year. 2,363 units of profit. Go for the long-term passes. It's got a 3-7-30 all sports pass. That's the way to roll. Ron here on Minnesota. Lay the 5 here against Indiana. All right, Ron. That's Ron's play here tonight here on our show. But before we let everybody go, I just want to let everybody know what you have going over at TonySpace.com. We're heading into a Wednesday full of NBA, some action on the ice, and of course action here from soccer, as well as action in college hoops, as conference tournaments in action, big conference play as well. What do you have going over at TonySpace.com for Wednesday?
Yeah, of course, the conference tournament's started. There's one in my backyard here. The Sun Belt's going on down at the Bay Center down there. Hopefully I'll get down there this weekend. Yeah, but UEFA Champions League soccer, we hit the Bayern Munich today, won that one, and tomorrow we got a couple games on slate for that. Also, more college basketball, of course, plus the ones I just gave out. I'm going to have a best bet for tomorrow in college basketball, so you don't want to miss that one. NHL, we're still pressing on. We're looking good. It's still coming around, and finally got some wins in NBA. So come on and grab a package and let's see what we can do. We got baseball coming up. It's probably my best sport, so I'm really looking forward to MLB season.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Ron Crawford over at TonySmith.com. Click the link in the description and get to his profile page. He's having a great year in soccer. 2,363 units of profit. Get on board with those long-term passes, and we'll save you some money. You use the promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Ron's page by clicking the link in the description. Click the All Cappers tab. Go ahead and get signed up. All right, Ron, as always, great having your show. Have a winning night, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Tony.
You got it, Ron Crawford. I'm Tony T. We'll catch you guys with Ron here with more college basketball coverage tomorrow.